was on a 80,000 ton tanker going from Trinidad up to Philadelphia, just north of the Bahamas, and we were in a hurricane.
Okay.
That was interesting, to see massive seas, and the power is incredible.
Then we bounced an idea around of a name and some logos. One of them was Aubergine. I'm glad we didn't choose that.
That wouldn't have aged well, would it?
No, not with no. Yeah, At least we'd have had our own emoji. And then we invited Jason in, and then also a guy called William, who would have been a sales rep. Okay. And then about 3 months later, we set up the company. I was tied into a year's contract in London in the first year, which wasn't, as a good thing, because we didn't leave and take clients or, do the usual group of people leave an agency with a client and set up on their own, which is how most agencies appear. And then we just kind of hit the ground running from a dead cold start.
So I got a little wake-up call from my daughter. She was 5. My youngest was 5 at the time. And she sat me down, put her little chubby fingers around my face and said, "Mummy, sometimes people are sad."
Right.
And it was just like this,
isn't it amazing? It's like a mirror, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's real truth that she handed me, and it was a real gift.
So what made you start your own business?
It seemed a good idea at the time, didn't it? Not so good now, is it? But I don't know. I guess maybe a bit of blind optimism, thinking I could do it better than other people. We already worked in the sector, so we could see what worked and what didn't work.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just a challenge, isn't it? Actually, could we build something better?
So going back 5 years, that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to build something better than what you were working for.
I think so. Have more control over my destiny, make the decisions, see if they work or not, but not be too hung up with the fails. As long as we were moving, that was more important to me than just staying still.
I think my life's been a series of fortunate, unplanned, I won't say accidents, but opportunities.
To the point where I kind of pretty much hit burnout in 2017 and took a big old chunk of time off and then decided to set up my own business. So a lot of what drives me is kind of wanting to be able to support people to do that amazing work, have that impact in the world, but do it in a way that allows them to thrive.
Have you ever thought, this just isn't going to work?
I've had lots of sleepless nights where I've been really worried, but I think it has come down to that final question each time. So we've had a few talks, haven't we?
Yeah.
And tears, mainly mine.
Yeah.
Probably all mine, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I've cried at some point, but I can't remember it.
Yeah. Or I've just thought, actually, is this going to work? And, the answer has always been, I don't know if it's a bit of blind optimism. Yeah, it will work. But there's certain, definitely doubts. Are we doing the right thing? And actually, is it the responsible thing to do as well, to carry on? But I never doubted it would work, actually. So you talked about walking away. Have you ever thought, I can't do this, I'm going to walk away?
I think there's probably been 2 or 3 points where it's been low. And I remember one very clearly. We just started up. We couldn't get anyone. We're desperately trying to find business. It was about 6 a.m. at the train station in Milton Keynes. I think it was cold. It was in the winter. We were going to ZeroCon. We've got no money in the bank. We've got no clients. And there was somebody who we'd spoken to who said, "I'm going to sign up tomorrow." And it was that point that I kind of went, well, clearly something's right. We're not doing it all wrong.
There was a weird time, wasn't there, that every time there was someone, I'm not really very spiritual, but it was like there was someone, every time we got to a low, something came from somewhere.
Yeah. And there was
like a sign,
an inquiry. There was somebody saying, "Can we sign up? Can we pay you?" Every time it's got to a point where it's, "Can we do this?"